Number 33, Nicholas Claxton. Guy 6'2", number 30, Seth Curry.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on two. We should have a good one on our hands, Brent, as two up-tempo offenses square off.
Yeah, this is going to be like a tennis match, back and forth, right to left. Here we go.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Hart in at the small forward position. Durant drives in. Over Payton. Durant with the bucket.
There are very few guys Durant's size who can change pace with the bounce like he did there.
Now Payton. Pass to Lillard. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. There's the drive, and Durant with the big finish.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Nurkic with the ball. We played just over a minute here in the first. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And KD just doing a great job of initiating some contact, drawing a guy closer, and he'll get free throws from him.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Here to put on the show, your Brooklyn Nets.
And both free throws good for Durant.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Pass to Grant. Lillard with the ball. And here's Nurkic. Now here's Hart. Lets the 3 fly. Hauled in by Curry. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Lillard. Unloads. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Kyrie does a great job of using the shot fake. Really sells it that time and then goes straight in contact.
No good on the second free throw.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that. And Nurkic, one of the tough guys that you rely on out there. You know, scary injury for him back in 2019, but able to overcome that roadblock and get himself back and healthy.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For 3, Durant. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Just unbelievable range. Kevin Durant exploiting the perimeter weakness in the defense that time.
Here's Lillard. Soft touch off the glass. Well, Brent, while it was scary, Nurkic came back from injury just as good as ever.
Yeah, with a major injury like that, you figure it's going to alter your game, but really Nurkic has been able to get back in and kind of double down on what he does well. That's playing physical and being a post presence.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Nets. They're in 8th place with plenty of games to be played.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, it's really been an intriguing year for them. I mean, they work hard, they play gritty, but they're just so inconsistent.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Hart from long range, nails it from 3.
And for Little, that's a quality find right there, just dropping that pass.
The Nets have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start.
2 minutes to play.
Right wing. Hart against Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons. Wow.
I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And the shot goes in.
Most of Simon's shots are inside or outside. I don't know where the other side they can come from, but he can hit from anywhere.
Count it. Durant's got 11 points.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Grant the screen. Here's Simons. And it's Portland scoring again.
That's exactly how you utilize the pick and roll. Simons looking really comfortable in the set there.
Here's Simmons. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Eubanks. Hart from long range. That one no good. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Blazers. That one in Portland.
They lost the battle of the second units the last time these teams played and lost the game.
Simons passes to Grant. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. And it's Irving off the drive. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Outside Durant. Shakes him. And rejected.
A skilled shot blocker, Grant coming over and is so quick off the floor. Swats that one out. That mid-range J usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And a good game so far.
Your next.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard, Justice Winslow out there with Nasir Little. Then there's Gary Payton II, and it's Watford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Nets with the lead. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And the Trailblazers shooting a fantastic 57%. Lillard against Irving. Lillard passes to Payton. Nifty move. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, what a swat by Simmons. Using his size and reach to bat away the shot.
Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Hits Little on the wing, puts up a three. Rebound Brooklyn. Durant's got 4 rebounds now.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Irving, that's good.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Lillard's got 5 points.
His game starts with the 3. Lillard shooting opens up the rest of everything that he can do offensively.
Durant goes back up. Rebounded by Winslow. Portland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Oh, he picked him clean. To the inside. Here's Durant. Here's Simmons. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard.
So for the Blazers, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Watford, and Simon has subbed in for Payton. For Portland, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
And we saw that, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
Gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Winslow. And the first one at the line is good.
So many qualities of elite guard that Damian Lillard possesses on the floor, in the locker room. He really, truly sets the standard.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And right now, let's take a look at the teams that do the best job protecting the rim. In the third spot, the Nets.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Hart's checked in for Portland. To the paint. Here's Simons. No good. The Nets go the other way with it. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Rebound by the Trailblazers. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Simons against Simmons. Simons passes to Nurkic. It's good.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Well, Brooklyn's shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. And the basket by Sumner.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Timeout called. Portland, this game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. But they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Grant's checked in for Little. It's Hart on the wing. Currently averaging 5 points a game. Here's Simons. That one off the back iron and out. The Nets have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Simmons against Simons. Nice shot by Simmons. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Grant with a screen on Simmons. And here's Simons outside. He can't get it to go.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. He seems to be rushing shots.
Grant against Warren. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Warren's got his first basket.
T.J. Warren is a born scorer. That's his role, and he's aggressive with it.
And here's Simons outside. Rebounded by the Nets.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Eubanks. And that's not going to go. And so it's Brooklyn.
I like that he hasn't settled. Getting what he wants in the paint, he's wearing those boys down.
Yeah, and now we can turn our attention forward. Let's take a look at what lies ahead on the schedule.
And for that matchup against the Magic.
And that'll do it for us.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
It's KD at power forward and Claxton at center. Irving and Curry, they man the backcourt together. And it's Simmons in at the three, the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Nash as we begin the second half. And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Making an impact. I love the aggression. Playing on that front foot and looking to expand their lead. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
It's stolen by Nurkic.
Brooklyn foul. Kyrie Irving. First personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw good. Hart.
Jeremy Grant came into the league as a defensive specialist, just really long and gangly, but after leaving Philly, he thrived as a role player on both the Thunder and the Denver Nuggets.
Pass to Grant. Outside Payton. Grant with a screen on Curry. Payton with it. Durant covering. Outside for Grant. From downtown. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. And for Grant, in 2020, he wanted the opportunity to finally be the focal point on offense.
NBA, he got that chance. He averaged 10.5 points in his first 6 seasons, and then he jacked that number up to over 22 points a game in his debut season with Detroit. I guarantee you the Blazers are looking for that kind of production alongside Dame Lillard.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Nurkic inside. Working on Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
At the line with 2 shots.
Free throw good. Hart. So for the Blazers. Wenslow's checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Payton. And Simon has subbed in for Damian Lillard. Well, the naming of the NBA's 75th anniversary team was a fun event last season. That sparked plenty of conversation, Brent.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see how it is the NBA settled on 75. So many memorable players throughout the decades. But I really enjoyed the event. I really enjoyed seeing all of those players once again getting together to be celebrated for all of their accomplishments and for building the foundation of what the NBA is today.
Outside for Grant. Pass to Little. Hard against Curry. On the wing, Simons. Over Irving. Here's Winslow. Portland, no good that time either.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Simmons against Grant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Simmons' size and strength make him a tough cover inside. The defense gets sloppy, and of course they foul him.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Edwards comes in for Durant. Warren's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Sumner subbed in for Curry. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Watford's checked in for Grant. And it's Simons missing.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Hart. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Three-pointer. And Anthony Simons good for 3. Simons got 9.
And Anthony believing in himself that time. Just zero hesitation on that jet.
Simmons against Simons. Second chance shot. And Simmons lays it in. Simmons has got 8 points in the quarter.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
So for the Blazers, Eubanks comes in for Winslow, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Hart. Here's Little, and it's rejected. And it goes out of bounds. That one off sharp. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Here's Simons. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Lillard outside. Pass to Simons. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Eubanks the screen. Shot clock at 6. No good on the 3.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively. And that's having a ripple effect.
Here's Sumner. Here's Edwards. Off with the layup. And here's Simons. Here's Eubanks. Ben Simmons getting it done for the Nets. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. We'll be back in a moment.
Please give a big round of applause for your next youth team.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's the Blazers with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. Jeremy Grant out there with Drew Eubanks. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Lillard in at the point guard. Durant inside. He's covered by Grant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, life's not fair, right? I mean, that is unfair. You do everything you can to contest Durant's shot. It turns up to be an up fake instead.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. Pass to Nurkic. To the wing, right side. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Screen by Claxton. Irving for 3. He buries it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Curry against Payton. Pass to Graham. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lillard. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. And the Nets shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. To the middle. And Claxton gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 20.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Lillard outside. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Count it. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And the Trailblazers call time here. Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, B.A., I love this. I mean, the NBA really, truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome. Screen by Claxton. The three is up. Irving, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Hart. Back to Nurkic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers. I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
Hart passes to Payton. Nurkic against Curry. The jump hook. And it's Nurkic getting it to go.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
Durant inside. Working on Grant. It's blocked. And he recovers it. Tries again. 1:41 left to play in the fourth. Out to Lillard. The three. Fires in the triple. Lillard's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Simons is checked in for Portland. That shot missing. And Brooklyn going the other way now. 22 was their biggest lead. And that one's good by Durant. Durant's got 21.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Nets.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
And I'm sure they're happy to get even for what happened the last time these teams met.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ben Simmons.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role. Mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
Hart passes to Nurkic. And the layup is good off the glass.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Pass to Claxton. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Irving. Over to the wing. Here's Simmons. Simmons is doubled. And no good. Hart with the defensive effort. Here's Payton, and it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Blazers substitution. Drew Eubanks, Trendon Watford, Nasir Little.
Off the inbound. So we see the Nets taking the W here. A competitive game, you have to feel like
energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So alongside Grant, thank you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
got me. Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it send my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need that they make I look pity. You won't make a sing to me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad.